with the episode and teach you how to play Street Fighter in a few minutes. Let's go with the basic common character, Ryu. Now, because it gets a bit hard to hear when it comes to the game options, well, it gets a bit hard to hear because of the action and all that. I'll be telling you how to do everything from here. So in Street Fighter, you have it's a 6-button fighter. You have light punch, light kick, in which I'll discuss them briefly. Light punch and light kick are basically your light moves. You can get them out of trouble. They're fast, and you can cancel into a lot of stuff. They even cancel into each other, so you can do like light kick, light punch, light kick, something like that. They even cancel with like light kick, light kick. Even light kicks and light punch, they can cancel into Hadokens, but more on that later. Let's discuss mediums. Now, medium attacks do not combo into each other like light attacks. They're mostly used for poking, as you can see here. Now, as I forgot to mention, in Street Fighter, there's also a multitude of air attacks of light, medium, and heavy, and more on that later. Remember, lights cancel into each other, so they're mostly like for combos or getting some damage. Mediums are for poking, in which you can use a medium and cancel it into a Hadoken, but more on that later. And heavies are your punishes. Now, for a heavy, you don't want to throw a heavy out way too much, because heavies are slow, they hit hard, but they are very punishable. So in order to do more heavy tactics, all you have to do, you could just hit somebody, and notice how it did way more damage. Now let's talk about special moves. Now for Street Fighter, every character has a different button notion. So actually, a lot of characters share the same button notion. There's something called input and charge characters, in which input characters you have to input a certain motion, while charge characters you have to walk back for 2 seconds, or hold down back for 2 seconds. You could do it at any time. Even if you punch, you can hold back and you're still charging, and then your move comes out, or even down and up. Now we are using Ryu, who's an input character. Now I'll teach you how to do his moves. So for a fireball, it's down, down, left, and no, down, forward. Now you may say, do I have to tap all? No, you don't have to tap. You actually just have to... Now, remember, you actually have to do a specific motion. I turned on haptic feedback on my recorder, so look, you start down, then you go down forward, then forward. So you slide up like that. And when you do that, along with punch, you get a Hadoken. If you're moving, uh-oh. Now you can hold down however long you want, but when you get down, forward, and forward, you have to move it at a moderate speed, moderately fast, not super fast, but moderately fast. You can do this same notion going backwards with quarter circle back, or just moving back, which is down, down, back, and back into with your kick, and you can actually do what's called a Tatsumaki Senpukyaku, or a tornado kick. Very useful moves. I suggest that if you're learning Street Fighter, you should learn how to do the quarter circle forward motion and the quarter circle back motion. These are the two most important motions you gotta learn, and they're very easy to learn. They're not too hard. Now, let's go to the back motion. Yeah, let's go to the tricky one, the last move of Ryu's repertoire before we enter super moves. You have the Shoryuken. Now, the Shoryuken, if you look at the notion on the internet, it looks like a Z, and you're probably wondering to yourself, what do I have to do that? That looks hard. But trust me, it's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is hold forward to activate, then down, then end down forward. It's kind of like a Hadoken, but you're pressing forward first, but then you're hitting down, but then stopping here and punching. So let me It's a bit tricky on phone, but you shouldn't really worry about that because on keyboard or actual controller, that's what you have to worry about. But focus on doing Hadoken consistently, which is quarter circle forward punch, and tornado kick backwards, which is quarter circle back kick. Now, all of these have varying strengths. You can use any of the punch buttons and they all hold different properties. Now, let's get to super moves. Now, if a super move has... Super moves for Ryu are especially easy. Quarter circle forward twice and punch. Which, when you become a master of quarter circle forward and punch and quarter circle back and kick, you can do these much easier. Now, let's talk about cancels. Now, in Street Fighter, there's things where you can cancel your attack into a Hadoken. Now, let's go back to the buttons. Light punch cancels in a Hadoken, standing or close. Medium punch far, which you're not close to your opponent, does not cancel into Hadoken. However, heavy punch close cancels into Hadoken or any special you want when you're next to your opponent, but not quarter circle. Not heavy far. Same with the medium attacks. In which one cool thing I would like to show you guys. It's actually a cool trick that can actually net you some wins pretty early at a lower level. You can use medium kick and a Hadoken. It's a really good combo and it does damage. So, in order to do this, as you hit with the medium kick, do Hadoken very fast because you have a short window to land this. Every move in games have a freeze frame, so look at the period in which I hit them. There's a brief moment before I slide back. That is the moment where I can input Hadoken. I can even input Tatsumaki, whatever I want. And with that being said, let's get to supers. Now, what I did there was quarter circle forward, punch. They want you to do it twice. Now, the quarter circle back, punch. Or, most supers are very easy to do. Now, this should be a good general basic of how to play Street Fighter real quick.